Not comparing to last year, but what is a Doug Nussmeier offense? What is this offense going to look like this year?
Well, we want to play physical. We want to establish an identity as a physical and explosive offense.
How do the guys embrace that newness?
I feel really good about the way that our guys have worked. You know, the players have worked extremely hard. Had a great summer with Coach Wellman and come to camp, like I said, really focused and really had a good first week.
How key is it to figure out who you want on an offensive line to let them gel and have some continuity?
Obviously, the sooner you can answer that question, the better off you're going to be. And we talk about it all the time. It's not just the verbal communication that goes on there, but it's also the nonverbal communication. So it's something that we're working on. We're looking at a couple different scenarios and combinations right now, and we'll settle on that soon.
Is there pressure or excitement or both?
You know, it's all how you look at it. There's always excitement, you know, and pressure is what you put on yourself, and the expectation here in Michigan is extremely high, and that's the way we want it, and that's why you coach at Michigan, that's why you play at Michigan, you embrace it, and there's a lot of guys that have played in this program and coached in this program before that set a standard, and you want to be part of that, and that's why it's a special place.
What do you know? The offensive line had its struggles last year, and yet lost two NFL draft picks. How can this line be better even without that kind of talent?
Well, we're really excited about the group we had. Young players, and they're growing every day, and we're asking them to do some different things and really trying to focus in on certain elements and certain things that we do every week so that they can really get good. And you know, as you say, you get better with repetition, and so hopefully each week we'll get better and better.
Are you starting to see guys blossom because of the opportunities they're getting?
Well, I think Coach has said it many times. We've created some really good competition on our team, and we're getting better and deeper as far as creating competition at different positions, and we're moving guys around to create competition. So we think the competition brings out the best in every player.
Brady said today that Drake Johnson and Devion are kind of a cut above the other running backs. What has set them apart, those two in particular?
Well, the first thing when you talk about Devion, you talk about how physical of a player he is. He's a tough guy, and he's really day in and day out. He's a guy that, you know, puts on his hard hat and brings his lunch pail, and that, to me, that's the thing that's stood out the most about him. Drake looks really explosive coming off the injury from last season. Did a great job at the rehab, you know. Smitty and his staff, and then Aaron in the summer, they've done a great job getting him ready to go. And Derek Green's done some really good things. You know, Justice, you know, has done some good things also. So there's a group of guys there. We're really looking for somebody to separate from the group.
What do you know about Brady Hoke that you couldn't, you know, from afar after working with him on a daily basis for months now? What do you know about him?
You know, I've known Brady, you know, from a distance for quite a while, and you talk to people within our coaching fraternity, and you hear not only what a great coach he is when you talk about X's and O's, his understanding of the game, but also what a great person he is, and the passion he has for the success of our players in this program, and on a day-to-day basis, his caring of these kids and what's best for them, and what Michigan football is all about from the whole, you know, the whole thing that Michigan football is embodied. When you talk about the social skills, you talk about the academics, and you talk about athletics, the combination of all three.
Doug, what's the biggest surprise right now?
I don't know if there's been a surprise. It's training camp. It's hard work every day, and the biggest thing is for us to continue to improve every day.
Doug, what was the biggest challenge that you faced in taking this job and having to basically, you know, rework the Michigan offense?
Well, with anything you do that's new, there's always going to be an adjustment, and obviously it's a steeper learning curve wherever you go anywhere new and you install systems and you're trying to get everybody on the same page. And our guys have worked extremely hard, and we're going to continue to work extremely hard, and we're growing each and every day.
Russell hasn't touched the field in a year and a half. What's he done to show?
Excuse me, I didn't hear the question.
Amar Darboh
Yes.
hasn't obviously been in live action. What's he done to show you that he can be a part of this?
He's an extremely physical player. We talked about our identity. He's played extremely physical and made some really nice plays for us. His consistency day in and day out, and we talk about it all the time. You know, you got to set a standard, a high standard, and then it's a standard of excellence, and you've got to perform to that standard each and every day. And he's just been a guy every day consistently. He's come out and worked extremely hard and been really productive for us.
What do you like about what Jack Miller's done in your short time working with him, with the opportunity that he has ahead of him?
Well, Jack's done a really good job. Really, really smart guy. And obviously we're going to demand a lot of our center when it comes to making the calls and making sure everybody's on the same page. But really happy with where Jack's come this last week.
Most people would say Alabama has the most talent in the country. Coming in from the outside into this program, how does the talent level compare?
Well, we're really excited with the group we have. We've got a lot of young, talented players, and really excited to, grow through camp. We've got, a couple more weeks here, but our progress in week one has been good, and I think it's important for our